Hari Om. We begin with an invocation, Om chanting thrice, and we begin with the invocation. सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुः परम्पराम् Om Shri Chinmaya Sadguruve Namah. It is indeed we are blessed today to be present here together to offer our humble prostrations at the lotus feet of Bhagavad Pad Shri Adi Shankaracharya ji. I invite Pankaj Bhai to please come and give a welcome address. On behalf of Chinmaya Mission Mumbai, Prakash Zone, I welcome all of you today.
Hari Om. Warm greetings and welcome to all. Sorry, I'll just adjust this. That should be fine. We are delighted to welcome you to the Adi Shankaracharya Jayanti celebrations. The auspicious occasion honors the birth anniversary of Adi Shankaracharya, a revered philosopher, saint, and spiritual leader, who played a pivotal role in shaping India's spiritual and cultural heritage. As we gather to commemorate his life and teachings, let's reflect on his profound contributions to Advaita Vedanta, his efforts to unify various spiritual traditions, and his enduring legacy that continues to inspire seekers of truth and wisdom. We invite you to join us in paying tribute to this great soul, exploring his teachings, and drawing inspirations from his life's work. Let's come together to celebrate the spirit of Adi Shankaracharya's teaching and strive to embody the values of compassion, wisdom, and self-realization that he embodied. Hari Om.
Thank you, Pankaj Bhai. I quote Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji, who said, "Let Shankara Jayanti be an occasion of the nation to feel the necessity to make a close and serious study of Bharat culture." Addressing him as the mighty spiritual general of India, Pujya Gurudev said, "The more we learn to adore him, not just as a divine incarnation, but as a sincere man inspired to serve the country and reconquer the nation from its slavery to alien ideologies, the more we shall successfully pay a tribute to our culture." So in this spirit, let us today go forward in this program. Before we begin with the presentation that our guest speaker for today, Mukesh Bhai Trivedi, will be giving, we will have a chanting of the Totakashtakam, I'm sorry, please forgive me. one of the chief disciples of Sri Adi Shankaracharya, he composed an octet which was called the Totakashtakam, because this was in the meter of Totaka, a very beautiful yet very difficult meter. And that is why he came to be known as Totakacharya. He was given that name. Every word from this exquisite hymn is spoken in matchless devotion to Sri Adi Shankaracharya ji. I now invite Srimati Swati Vakil and Srimati Jayashri Iyer ji to please come forward to chant the Totakashtakam. No, they will.
Requesting everybody to kindly put their mobiles on the off mode, please.
विदिताखिल शास्त्र सुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थ निधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागर दुःखविदूनहृदम् रचयाखिल दर्शन तत्त्वविदं भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निज बोध विचारण चारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकविदं भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भव एव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् सुकृते धिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् जगदीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसश्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम् गुरुपुङ्गव पुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः शरणागतवत्सल तत्त्वनिधे भवशङ्कर भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चिन् काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्
Thank you so much. That was beautiful, the Totaka Ashtakam. Let us together chant the Ashtotar Shatnamavali. I invite Mukesh Bhai to please come forward and offer flowers before Guru Shri Adi Shankaracharya ji. The text and the lyrics have been shared on the Chinmaya Prakash committee group. Those of you who do not, please request you to share with others, and it is also on the screen.
Shall we start? Om Shri Shankaracharya Namaha. Om Brahmananda Pradayakaya Namaha. Om Ajnanatimirandhityaya Namaha. Om Sujnanam Buddhichandramase Namaha. Om Varnashrama Pratishthatre Namaha. Om Shrimate Namaha. Om Mukti Pradayakaya Namaha. Om Shishyopadesha Nirataya Namaha. Om Bhaktabhishta Pradayakaya Namaha. Om Sukshma Tattva Rahasya Jnaya Namaha. Om Karya Prabodhakaya Namaha. Om Jnanamudranchitakaraya Namaha. Om Shishyaritapaharakaya Namaha. Om Parivrajashramodhatre Namaha. Om Sarvatantra Swatantra Dhiye Namaha. Om Advaita Sthapanacharya Namaha. Om Sakshat Shankara Rupadhrite Namaha. Om Sharmata Sthapanacharya Namaha. Om Traimarga Prakashakaya Namaha. Om Veda Vedanta Tattvajnaya Namaha. Om Durvadi Mattakhandanaya Namaha. Om Vairagya Nirataya Namaha. Om Shantaya Namaha. Om Samsararnavatarakaya Namaha. Om Prasannavadanambojaya Namaha. Om Paramartha Prakashakaya Namaha. Om Purana Smriti Sarajnaya Namaha. Om Nityatriptaya Namaha. Om Mahate Namaha. Om Shuchaye Namaha. Om Nityanandaya Namaha. Om Niratankaya Namaha. Om Nisangaya Namaha. Om Niralatmakaya Namaha. Om Nirmamaya Namaha. Om Nirahankaraya Namaha. Om Vishwavandya Padamambujaya Namaha. ॐ सत्त्वप्रधानाय नमः ॐ सद्भावाय नमः ॐ शङ्खयातीतगुणोज्ज्वलाय नमः ॐ अनघाय नमः ॐ सारहृदयाय नमः ॐ सुधिये नमः ॐ सारस्वतप्रदाय नमः ॐ सत्यात्मने नमः ॐ पुण्यशीलाय नमः ॐ सांख्ययोगविचक्षणाय नमः ॐ तपोराशये नमः ॐ महातेजसे नमः ॐ गुणत्रयविभागविदे नमः ॐ कलिघ्नाय नमः ॐ कालकर्मज्ञाय नमः ॐ तमोगुणनिवारकाय नमः ॐ भगवते नमः ॐ भारतीजेत्रे नमः ॐ शारदाह्वानपण्डिताय नमः ॐ धर्माधर्मविभागज्ञाय नमः ॐ लक्ष्यभेदप्रदर्शकाय नमः ॐ नादबिन्दुकलाभिज्ञाय नमः ॐ योगिहृत्पद्मभासकाय नमः ॐ अतीन्द्रियज्ञाननिधे नमः ॐ नित्यानित्यविवेकवते नमः ॐ चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ चिन्मयात्मने नमः ॐ पराकाय प्रवेशकृते नमः ॐ अमानुषचरित्राढ्याय नमः ॐ क्षेमदायिने नमः ॐ क्षमाकराय नमः ॐ भव्याय नमः ॐ भद्रप्रदाय नमः ॐ भूरिमहिम्ने नमः ॐ विश्वरञ्जनकाय नमः ॐ स्वप्रकाशाय नमः ॐ सदाधाराय नमः ॐ विश्वबन्धवे नमः ॐ विशालकीर्तये नमः ॐ विशालकीर्तये नमः ॐ वागीशाय नमः ॐ सर्वलोकहितोत्सुकाय नमः ॐ कैलासयात्रा सम्प्राप्तचन्द्रमौलिप्रपूजकाय नमः ॐ काञ्च्यां श्रीचक्रराजाख्ययन्त्रस्थापनदक्षिताय नमः ॐ श्रीचक्रात्मकताटकतोषिताम्बा मनोरथाय नमः ॐ श्रीब्रह्मसूत्रोपनिषद्भाष्यादिग्रन्थकल्पकाय नमः ॐ चतुर्दिक्चतुरामाय प्रतिष्ठात्रे नमः ॐ महामतये नमः ॐ द्विसप्ततिमोत्रचेत्रे नमः ॐ सर्वदिग्विजयप्रभवे नमः ॐ काषाय वसनोपेताय नमः ॐ भस्मोद्धूलितविग्रहाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानात्मकैकण्डदार्ढ्याय नमः ॐ कमण्डलुलसत्कराय नमः ॐ गुरुभूमण्डलाचार्याय नमः ॐ भगवत्पादसञ्जनकाय नमः ॐ व्याससन्दर्शनप्रीताय नमः ॐ ऋष्यशृङ्गपुरेश्वराय नमः ॐ सौन्दर्यलहरीमुख्यबहुस्तोत्रविधायकाय नमः ॐ चतुष्टयकलाभिज्ञाय नमः ॐ ब्रह्मराक्षसमोक्षदाय नमः ॐ मन्मन्मण्डलमिश्राख्यस्वयंपूजिताय नमः ॐ तोटकाचार्यसम्पूज्याय नमः ॐ पद्मपादार्चिताङ्घ्रिकाय नमः
ॐ हस्तामलकयोगीन्द्रब्रह्मज्ञानप्रदायकाय नमः। ॐ सुरेश्वराख्य सच्चिष्यन्यासश्रमदायकाय नमः। ॐ नृसिंहभक्ताय नमः। ॐ सद्रन्तगर्भहेरम्बपूजकाय नमः। ॐ व्याख्यासिंहासनाधीशाय नमः। ॐ जगत्पूज्याय नमः। ॐ जगद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री जगद्गुरवे नमः।
Our speaker for today needs no introduction. He is known closely to almost all of us here. And yet you must be wondering why we are doing this. What I am going to do, therefore, is just a formality by introducing our speaker, Shri Mukesh Bhai Trivedi. Yet you will understand the importance once I have spoken. I am honored today to introduce to you our speaker, an inspiring, hugely committed professional and sevak, whom I have had the privilege of knowing very closely, who has been a friend, philosopher, and guide on many, many occasions. Every conversation shared with him, whether face-to-face or over a phone call, I have come away with gems of wisdom, inspiring advice, interesting anecdotes mixed with his characteristic sense of humor. A distinguished chartered accountant by profession, beside excelling in his professional field, he has been a convener of the HRD and has been the man behind 20 residential leadership camps on subjects such as inner transformation and living in harmony. His foray on the path of Vedant began in 2014 with a camp on holistic well-being at Chinmaya Vibhuti by Swami Swatmanandaji, marking his induction into the Chinmaya Mission family. A diligent student of Vedant, he has completed certificate courses in Foundation and Advanced Vedant and also the Bhagavad Gita. He has attended 3 residential camps on the, conducted by Swami Swatmanandaji and is presently attending classes on the Bhagavad Gita and Tulsi Ramayana. Taking in the true essence of Pujya Gurudev's teachings and in the spirit of sharing and spreading the knowledge of Vedant, he has conducted online classes on Foundation Vedant. 2 of these classes, 2 batches, he has successfully completed. Selfless, diligent, disciplined, meticulous, humble, and with a great streak of humor, together make up his charming persona. An inspired leader, he has completed successful terms as the Vice President of Chinmaya Mission Chinmaya Jayam Zone and as the President of Chinmaya Prakash Zone between 2021 and 2024. Along with music, yoga, photography, it wouldn't be difficult to understand why studies, reflection, speaking and sharing on the subject of Vedant are what he lists as his hobbies. We welcome our speaker for today, Shri Mukesh Bhai Trivedi, who will present before us the inspirational life and work of Pujya Shri Adi Shankaracharya ji. Welcome, Mukesh Bhai.
Hari Om. Am I audible? Fine. With the highest prostrations at the feet of Bhagavad Pad Adi Shankaracharya ji, Puja Gurudev and the entire Guru Parampara, I chant Shruti Smriti Purana Nam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad-padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhasyakutam Vande Bhagwanto Punah Punah. President Pankaj Bhai and all the dear members of the family of Chinmay Mission. I offer my pranams to our dear Swami Swatmanandji. About 12 years back, my journey with Chinmay Mission started. I am so grateful that today I am standing before you, rather sitting, sorry, because this was not expected. And this has been more out of compulsion, technical compulsion that I'm sitting. So I'm sitting. I'm so grateful that today I'm sitting before you on this pious place, sharing my limited learning. This is possible only with the grace and blessings of Puja Gurudev, encouragement and guidance and support of Swamiji, and love and affection of all members of our Chinmaya family. We being members of Chinmaya Mission family, it feels like we are celebrating our great grandshire, as if he is our grandpa, whose birthday that we are trying to celebrate today. Just imagine, Param Pujya Swami Tapovanji, Shivanandji, and our Puja Gurudev had one stop where their Advaitic Vedant clarification came, and that was only from Puja Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji. We are so fortunate that, and we are so blessed that we belong to this lineage of Vedantic, Advaitic Vedantic learning in our own institution, because we are following Shankaracharya's teaching. This evening, I am facing few challenges. The time available to share the learning on the subject on the life of Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya ji, and also to touch upon his divine composition Nirvana Shatakam, is too less. You will agree that he has been a vibhuti. No one can summarize in a short span in a composition which is the complete nectar of Vedanta. If we understand Vedanta, or if we have just imbibed and lived this particular composition, perhaps we are trying to live the Vedanta. Being the 2nd May, the summertime, wedding season, holiday season, we are small and blessed and learned audience. So learned audience, so it is a challenge for me, let me tell you, friends. Appreciating the time and topic, I would classify my presentation such that I'll be talking about Bhagavad Shankaracharya ji for about 20-25 minutes. I'll be also talking about Nirvana Shatakam based on certain commentaries, and at the end of my presentation, where I have got all the literature or received all these things compiled here, I'll be sharing also. And in the end, we'll have about 20 minutes when we will be trying to listen to Swami Brahmanandji's chanting of Nirvana Shatakam, and along with that, we all will be in the meditation for some time. Because the essence of this particular composition is in the meditation. Anyway, now coming to the topic proper, rather rapid fire action. Before I start, how many of you have read or heard or studied about Bhagavad Adi Shankaracharya ji? Very good. Excellent. At least about 30% to 40% people have known about Shankaracharya ji. Okay, which was the year in which he was born? In the entire century? Okay, no problem. These are all just the starters. Which is the place he was born? How many say Kaladi? Was he born at Kaladi or some other place? What was his maternal place where he was born? Sorry? Correct. Fine. So point is that he has been such a wonderful pratibha, vibhuti, but we have very little idea about it. How many centuries Sachin Tendulkar have scored, or when it comes to Amitabh Bachchan's certain dialogues, we may be so fluent and all. But the one who is really the epitome, or rather the complete reverential personality, we have hardly anything really to confidently tell anybody. Not only that, because we have not sufficient authentic learning about it, we are unable to even share with our younger generation, and which is one of the important responsibility on all of us, because he was the champion and he really gave us the Sanatan Dharma and the complete explanation about everything. So in that case, it becomes our bounden duty to know about him. Few points of suggestion. First of all, at the during the presentation, one of the place will come, and I wish and I pray through this particular presentation. Also, I'm sure that the Chinmaya family will agree that Swamiji should take us to the birthplace where Shankaracharya ji was born, and that is called Shankar Nilayam. And we all must have a beautiful camp with him. So we all will be unanimously in a chorus request Swamiji to please conduct one beautiful session there. I'm not sure whether Bal Vihar or other our courses, whether the details about Shankaracharya is shared with them. Yes or no? Those who are Sevikas of Bal Vihar. Anything that is being shared about? Okay. I still feel that from the childhood, if we are in a position to start having certain sessions on Shankaracharya ji, it would be a good idea, because end of the day, we will find that everything stops here and everything begins and stops here, and that is why we must reverentially do all possible to ensure that he is propagated. And this is the best time around which we must try to propagate Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya to the maximum people so that it can be reached out. And not only that, even in our educational syllabus, Hari, you are very much here, but then you are on a different line. Hari Vasudevan is a principal of DJ Sangvi College, our very dear colleague and friend. We all have been part of the same study batches and all. Yeah. So point is that if we have this particular education, how many Akbar and Babur and Humayun we are taught, but we do not know who is Shankaracharya. That is something really a sort of sad story about us. And I think it's a high time that we should have this particular syllabus, part of our syllabus. Okay, so let's start. I'll try. Another my challenge which I'm trying to justify is that I'll be reading the slides, because at the moment I'll not have the time to really explain too much, except few of the points, interesting points I'll definitely take up. While I was offering the floral prostrations to Bhagavad Pad, all the 108 names and all the things were going through my mind that, my God, they have covered in 108 names all what, and he has done much more. But 108 names covers the milestone, major milestones in the name. Yeah. Yeah. So, he was born in the year 788. It is said Kaladi, but actually speaking, and the beautiful part is that it is a Shukla Panchami, that is today. Panchami is today, and Shukla Vaishak Panchami is the Tithi on which he was born. Now, his maternal home, where actually he was born, delivered, is Velianad, and today it is the part of Chinmaya Mission. We have a beautiful Chinmaya International Foundation, and wonderful lot of studies and all the literature and research work is happening, and we have our deemed university also there. Now, their parents were Aryamba and Shivaguru. Now, the important point is that they did not have the child, and they ultimately prostrated and kept penance and vrata, and ultimately Lord Shiva came and he offered them that you can ask for whatever you want, and they say that we would like to have a child. So said that a son can be given to you, but you have option. Either you can have a one with a sort of moderate or mild intellect for a good time, or a brilliant but for a very short time. And wonderful sort of evolved parents, they said that let it be for even the short period, but he should be brilliant and all. So based on that, he was granted the life of 16 years. But look at the brilliance of this personality. By the age of 3, he was already chanting the Vedas and all. He was reflecting on Upanishads at the age of 6. And it was because his father passed away early, so it was mother who performed the Upanayanam Sanskar, Janayu Sanskar, what we call it, sacred thread. He was keen to take the sannyas, and right from the childhood he wanted to be on that line. So at the age of 8, he left the home in search of the Guru. And he found his Guru at the banks of the Narmada near Omkareshwar. And his Guru's name was Bhagavadpad Govinda, or Govinda Bhagavadpad, and who was a disciple of Gaud Bhagavadpad. Now, his birth chart also is put in the book, Gurudev's book is there, Shankara the missionary. In that particular book it is written birth chart, and along with that the seers and the saints and the very evolved people, what they had predicted about him. They had at the birth he was learned, and the wise men saw brilliance of the moon on his head, sign on the forehead like a divine eye of Lord Shiva. Shoulder had impress of trident, Trishula. Body was resplendent like a crystal. He looked like Shambhu, Shiva, bestower of auspiciousness. Samakaroti iti Shankara. So that was a Shankara. Now, this is the beautiful place that I am talking about, that we all have to request Pujya Swamiji to take us and have a beautiful camp there. On the left hand side is a Shankar Nilayam, where actually in the room he was born. I have been there, Bhavana has also been with me, and we had Ishavasya Upanishad camp there. Every morning we used to be there. Just sitting there, automatically we were feeling so peace and calm and beautiful, and Akhand Jyoti is happening, and regularly a lot of beautiful celebrations are happening too. And on the right hand side is Lord Ayyappa temple. It is a Swayambhu Lord Ayyappa temple, and what you are finding, the glows. Thousands of diyas are lit by every devotee who goes there, and they volunteer, and in the evening it is a beautiful atmosphere. And Kaladi is a place below. There also we had been, and there only we had also chanted Totakastakam. I am sure you must be recollecting if you had come. Now, few of the incidents that I am trying to just go through it very fast. Since the childhood, he had started entering the Gurukul, because mother was so much interested that he should get this sort of Indic knowledge and Hindu Sanatan knowledge. So at that time, he was going for the Bhiksha also. And while going to the Bhiksha, at one place in the house, the lady was so poor, she did not have anything. And immediately, she just found whatever possible, and ultimately she got gooseberry, avla, what we call it, avla. Just one avla, and she put in the kamandalu. And Shankaracharya was so much compassionate. He felt so much sort of pain about that poverty. And he composed Kanakdhara Stotram, and all the avla, gold avla started showering in the house, and she was blessed. Mother was widow, and she was not in a position to move out, but Purna Nadi, where she was to take her bath, it was becoming very sort of embarrassing for her to move. So he meditated and prayed and changed the course of the river to see that it comes close to the house, and thereafter mother could regularly do her ritual so well. Crocodile story, I'm sure you all must be aware of. How many of you are aware of crocodile story? Right, fine. So for the benefit of those who are not knowing, here crocodile is a symbol of samsara, mind you. And he went in the river and he was caught by crocodile, and ultimately he made mother agree that he can take the renunciation and he can go for sannyas. And after being convinced, then only he prayed and automatically he was released, and then he proceeded for the sannyasa. Now frog and snake. When he was moving in search of the guru, he was going through the forest, and it was such a tiring journey. At one place, he was tired and he was just sitting, and he was seeing at the bank of the river. He saw that frogs were jumping from the rock in the river, and they were trying to feel cool, and because of the very high heat. So ultimately, after being tired, that frog were sitting, and suddenly the snake came, and it spread the hood and gave the shadow to the frog to ensure that that particular heat doesn't percolate to the frog. Observing that, Shankaracharya said that this is not possible, because law of nature says that they are the sworn enemy. Sort of the serpents are bound to eat the frog. There must be something divine in this particular place. And he tried to research, and he found that then Rishi Shringa was there, and he was staying there many years back, and that is why this is such a divine place. And he pledged that one day I will definitely set up something here to ensure, and that is Rishi Shringa is now Sringeri. That is the place where this is happening. Now ultimately, when he reached the place, and he had already met, that story is coming, but when he met his guru, and he was at one point of time in a deep meditation, and at that point of time the Narmada was really flowing on a very high scale, and it was possible that submerging of the guru could have happened. So at that point in time, he put the kamandalu at the point, and thereafter Narmada started receding, and guru was saved, and it was a sort of great blessings from guru also. So this is the another beautiful. So these are all the siddhis, and this only reflects that what a divine personality that had come. And previous chart we saw that what were the predictions, and he was the avatar of Lord Shiva. When he went to the guru, and on the third or fourth day, today only Hari has very beautifully shared one nice clip, and that clip has very nice and humorously Gurudev speaks. For want of time, we will not try to play that, but I'll give you the substance of it. That he wanted to write the commentary on Upanishad. By that time, the sort of conservative community of the saints and all were not ready that such a young child can be given the Diksha and all. But Guru said that at the moment nothing doing. If at all you want to write, you write about Vishnu Sahasranam. And in 24 to 36 hours, he submitted his commentary or bhashya on Vishnu Sahasranam. 1008 names, and on each name what is representing, how it is, and based on that. So Guru was so much impressed, he said that now onwards you are not supposed to ask me anything. You can write the commentaries and whatever you can. You are yourself the most evolved soul. Thereafter, there was another situation where he composed Manisa Panchakam. Another very interesting story, that when he was at Kashi and he was taking the bath in river Ganges and coming out after drying his body, and along with that the disciples were there, and they found one very ugly chandal, and along with the 4 dogs who was obstructing their way, and the disciples started to instruct him that please give the sight to the guru. He has to go to Kashi Vishwanath, so please allow him to go. And at that point in time, the kind of arguments that particular Chandal made. Ultimately, it was revealed that it was Lord Shiva who had come, and along with that, the 4 dogs were the 4 Veda. And they had come together to test him, and he prostrated, and he composed another composition. I don't recollect at the moment, but very beautiful composition was composed. Manisha Panchakama. Perfect. Okay. Thank you for giving me the feedback. At Badri Dham, during his, what you call, it is a very beautiful name, it will come here. During his travels, when he reached Badri Dham, he was meditating and he found that in the Narad Kund in Mandakini, there is a statue of Lord Vishnu. He brought it out, he installed, and today also that particular Vigraha is our deity in this one. And Mandakini at Badri Dham is in what force? Those who have gone to Badri Dham can visualize how he would have done it also. In Badri Dham also, he was taking the classes and giving the bhashya about Brahma Sutra while conducting the classes for the Shishya. One Brahman was regularly attending, absolutely. And attentively, he was regularly arguing. With the arguments, it was feeling that yes, he has a great depth, but Shankaracharya ji was always in his own sort of meditation, and he was regularly teaching. His disciple, Padmapada, he was feeling that something is difficult to understand how brilliant this person is. So he spoke to Acharya. Next day when Brahman came and the discourse was to start, he said that kindly reveal your true self. And at that time, Bhagwan Ved Vyas himself revealed his presence and he blessed him. He was so pleased with Shankaracharya. He said, you are doing a wonderful work and you continue Brahma Sutra and all the thing that you are imparting the knowledge about. You continue and I'm blessing you. I know that your time has come to depart this world, but I'm giving you another 16 years. So from 16 years of original birth, he got the another 16 years from Bhagwan Ved Vyas. There was one attempt on his life also. How many of you are aware about that? Yeah. In Sri Sailam, there is one community, because in his Digvijay regularly Pravas was called Digvijay. And during that time he was having the discourses, he was having the sort of a debate and all, and he was trying to win over all the faiths, whether it was Jainism, Buddhism, or even other Shaddarshan that we all know about, that Dvaita, Advaita, etc. Somebody was more about the ritualistic part and all. During those, wherever he was going, he was having the debate, etc. So that particular community, who were the staunchest of ritualistics, they wanted that he should not be in a position to live, because he is going to really destroy our sort of monopoly. And there was an attempt, and the main person came and he said that I want to have your sacrifice of your head to the Lord. He said, okay, I am available. And he went after all the disciples had gone fast asleep. Fortunately, Padmapad was so agile and he meditated that something is amiss. And he went, and ultimately there he was killed, and Narsimha avatar came, and they could save Shankaracharya ji. Just imagine sort of things that were happening. When he, for the first time at the age of 8, reached Narmada, and his guru asked, who are you? Where are you coming from? And he said that I am not the earth, I am not the water, nor fire, nor air, nor space, nor combination of all these, which are all within the realm of change, but one changeless Shiva. At that age he said like that. And that was the composition, Dasha Shloki. So that was the composition there. It was now just, this is for the academic purpose, that this is the sort of map that is being given to understand that how much he has traveled at various places and all. He had two Digvijay, and during the time, north to south, east to west and all, and in the entire Digvijay travel, he was having so many sort of things happening. He was composing, he was having the putting a lot of vigraha which are sort of out of place, or they were not proper, reinstalling and all, and ensuring that the temple start becoming live. So these are the various places I have given. This particular slides I am going to share with you. So I am not trying to go through all the slides for the simple reason that we have the time lot, and this is going to come to you. So you will get that how he has really traveled from where to where and where to where and where to where and all, and during what particular place he composed which particular composition and all. Now this is about the four disciples. Would you like to know about how and what was about them, anything, or I will move forward? Just I'll take briefly also. Okay. Sananandan was the first name of the person, and he was so much devoted with Acharya, and he was dedicatedly working and very sharp, receptive, understanding and all. And he was constantly offering his seva to Acharya. And he had gone across the river to take the certain things, fruits and other things for Gurudev, and for the puja, the flowers and all. And by that time, Acharya had called him. And all the disciples shouted that, please come fast, Acharya is calling you. So he did not mind anything, gushing river, flowing river, deep river. He started walking on the river. And as he was walking on it, each step there were the lotus blossoming out, and on which he was putting the feet and all. And that is why his name was given Padmapad. The other one is Sureshwara. Mandan Mishra, a huge debate by itself, is a great story, and Mandan Mishra was a staunch sort of ritualist and all. His wife Ubhay Bharti was a sort of again incarnation of Devi Saraswati, and they had a debate, and in the debate ultimately Mandan Mishra lost the debate, and he surrendered and he renounced and he became the disciple of Hastamalka. One parents found that his boy is not doing anything. If they just make him lie, he lies down. If they make him sit, he sits. He's quiet, or they were perceiving him to be a dumb and a sort of totally dull boy. Meanwhile, they found that in Mukambika temple, one boy was revived by Adi Shankara. So they went and met him. When they met him, and they say that this is the problem, this is the issue. So he asked him, Acharya asked him that, who are you, where you have come from? And he started giving such a divine replies and all. And then Acharya said that he is not for you, he is for me. I want him to be with me, because he understands the Vedant like a gooseberry avla, and that is why his name was Hastamalka. In the hand, the way you can see the avla or a gooseberry, as clearly he can understand the Vedanta. So that is why his name was Hastamalka. The parents were not ready, and at that time Acharya gave them the story that at particular place this particular situation happened. The river was there where the child was dead, and at that time you lamented and you were crying. At that time, that particular Mahatma who was meditating, he revived this particular child, and that particular child is this. But actually speaking, that child was, the Mahatma had entered the body of that particular child, and he had come to that particular life, and that is why he was very sort of evolved soul. Totaka name was Giri. He was totally a sort of servant type, and hardly indulging in any kind of talks and anything, but constantly listening and all. And everyone was looking downward to him. But once it happened that Acharya started the discourse, and he found that this boy is not there, Giri is not there. He waited till the time Giri was to come and all. He was doing some work for Acharya. He was washing the clothes in the river and all. By his meditation, he just visualized Acharya, which made the boy Giri, he realized that Acharya is calling me. I must reach as early as possible. And accordingly, he rushed and all. And he was asked and all. And when he came, he immediately started singing the glory in that particular composition that we just chanted. And that was in the meter. That particular meter is called the Totaka meter. And that is why his name was given Totakas. Now these are the 4 matha that he has established, that is Dwarika, Sringeri, Puri and Badri. And he dictated the book called Maha Anushashanam. So this is a gist of it, where Hastamalka was given Govardhan Puri, and each one was given Mahavakya. That on this particular Mahavakya only you try to pursue, and based on that you try to work on it. And that was, and one Ved was given to them. That Hastamalka was to work on Rigveda, and he had to put more and more efforts on Pragnanam Brahma. Sureshwaracharya was given Sringeri Matha, and there he was to purely meditate on Aham Brahmasmi, which is part of Yajurveda. Padmapad Acharya was given Dwarika, where the Mahavakya was Tattvamasi and Samveda. And Totaka was given Jyotir Badrika, and it was, you all know Joshimat. Joshimat is Jyotir Madrika, and where it is this particular ashram. Ayam Atma Brahma. And these are the sampradaya which are given by Gurudev in his book, and that is why I have just narrated. These are the pictorial glimpses of each matha. I am at the moment not going on it, but just one thing, that he believed in Advaita Vedanta. Jiva and Brahma is one, Aikya. His philosophy is Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmeva Naparaha. Brahman, the absolute alone, is real. This world is unreal or a Maya, and the Jiva or the individual soul is not different from Brahman. And for this, we the students of Vedanta will be in a position to connect, but those who have not done may not connect, but just at the moment absorb it. There are the 4 major steps, in which one is a sub-step, 6 sub-steps. So what are the actions which are required to evolve? Vivek, Vairagya, Satka Sampati, which is called Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha, Samadhi, and Shraddha. These 6 steps are required under Satka Sampati. And the last is Mumukshutvam. When these particular practices are done over the period, you start realizing things. Karma without attachment brings purity of mind, and bhakti is step to secure the grace of the God. So Nishkam karma, or the selfless seva, is required, and that too also with the upasana. That is the message that was given by him. Now on these aspects I am not going, because this is covered by Gurudev in his commentary, and that I am coming to. So these are the various bhashya and all the things that he has written. Just imagine, I had just tried to note down 18 bhashya on the various Upanishads, 41 Prakaran Granth, and 118 compositions of mantra and all. Now comes the real beauty. Just read with me the words which Gurudev has spoken, and it is a part of the introduction in Bhaja Govindam. If you have the book, read it again. If you don't have, listen these beautiful jewel that Gurudev, this also gives the flavor how Gurudev is so brilliant. We all know, we have our reverence. And the way he is connecting with the things. At page 1 he says, Acharya Shankara was not only a great thinker and the noblest philosopher of Advaita, but he was an essentially inspired champion of Hinduism and one of the most vigorous missionary in our country. Second, an exquisite thinker, brilliant intellect, personality scintillating with a vision of truth, a heart throbbing with industrious faith, and an ardent desire to serve the nation, sweetly emotional and relentlessly logical. In Shankara, the Upanishads discovered the fittest spiritual general, military general, spiritual general. This was the spiritual general. Now comes another beautiful flavor. From the masculine prose to soft feminine songs, from marching militant verses to dancing songful words, be he in the halls of Upanishad, commentaries, or in the temple of Brahma Sutra expositions, or in the amphitheater of Bhagavad Gita discourses, or in the open flowery fields of devotional songs. His was a pen that danced itself to the rhythm of his heart and to the swing of his thoughts. What a beautiful words that Gurudev puts. A great organizer, a far-sighted diplomat, a courageous hero, a tireless servant of country, selfless and unassuming, this mighty angel strode up and down the length and breadth of the country, serving his motherland, in teaching his countrymen to live up to the dignity and glory of Bharata. This Bharata is something thanks to Shankaracharya. So this is the Joshimath temple, and at the end, his nirvana was at Badri Kedar. He was last seen at Kedarnath, and there we have beautiful, recently the Samadhi of it is put also. And one very interesting thing is that Madhya Pradesh government and government of India is having Ekatma Dham, which is coming up near Omkareshwar temple in Madhya Pradesh. Now I'll be moving to Nirvana Shatakam. I'm just running bit late. I trust you all found it interesting enough. Thank you. Okay. Nirvana Shatakam. It is basically the declaration of a direct experience. What is Nirvana and what is Shatakam? Let us understand. Absolute bliss of self-realization. That is, to find our true self, the Brahman or Atman. It is a text to be meditated upon and experienced. So the most important essential ingredient of Nirvana Shatakam is that it has to be meditated. More and more it has to be meditated. It may not be part of the amphitheater of discourse, but it is more and more to be experienced. Nirvana means absolute peace, tranquility, freedom and joy. Shatakam means 6 verses on the self. Experience of realization. One has to pursue many lives of spiritual practice in many eons, that is yoga. When a person continuously keeps on practicing over the yuga and yuga of many birth, etc., one really starts getting the evolution of the finding the real self. On pure mind of sincere seekers, there is an immediate impact. So on the one side, we people who are with the sensory perceptions and the Dehatma Bhava and all, will have yuga to cross over. But at the same time, the sensitive and the one who are absolutely ready, they can get even in the with the purest and the silent mind, they can attain it very immediately. As we were talking about in the earlier slide where Vivek, Vairagya, etc. were talking, Vivek, Vairagya and Atma Vichar are essential. In daily practice of reflection, one may try to understand meaning and essence of the words. So daily, if we try to understand the words of each things and all, and what does it mean, and then try to reflect over it within the self, that is the guidance. It brings the innermost feeling, that is bhavana, and that ultimately brings us to the samadhi. Ami is laughing or smiling. There is one good humor that at the end offline we'll share about. Okay. Nirvana Shatakam. Now basic concepts. Jiva is with the impurities, distractions and wheeling of ignorance. That is mala, vikshepa and agnana. We are all having, and that is why we have, on the second point is that selfless seva and upasana and bhakti, these two can at least lead us towards a purification and evolution. Inner purification only help mind gain dissipation. So for the Vairagya, the most important is that the inner purification. We have to practice yoga here. Yoga is the connect with the Supreme. Cessation of all the thoughts and experience of the pure self, Vairagya. mind abide in the form of the Lord. That is Bhagavad Akara, Vritti, by Bhakti Yoga. So the point is that whatever we are doing with the Shraddha and dedication and selflessly will gradually evolve us. In Gnana Yoga, one finds identity of Tat. When we try to understand that there is something called the Brahman, which is Tat. Tat Tvamasi is the Mahavakya. Tat is that supreme power which is a sort of a macrocosm. And that is that in Gnana Yoga we come to know that. Seeker is Tvam, that is you, the self. I am the Jiva. So Tvam and Tat have to be the same. That realization has to come. Akhandakar. Dispassion towards a sense pleasure and strict adherence to one's duty is a requisite in these two things, yoga. Bhakti Yoga, Gnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. Dispassion towards a sense pleasure and strict adherence to the duty. Restrain mind from unwanted thoughts by guiding to the path of virtue. I am the all blissful Shiva, Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. Dharma retrains the baser tendencies, whereas the adharma trains compromise with our lives. Dharma brings us upward and adharma brings us downward. Keep practicing discipline of scriptures. Do what should be done and avoid what should not be done. Before performing actions, understand the instructions of the scriptures about Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. In Nirvana Shatakam, in the first 3 lines, in each first 5 verses, there is a negation about what I am not. In the last line of each verse, it asserts auspicious Shivoham, Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa is what? Eternal. Chidananda, eternal. Now, what is the bondage? Why we are getting bondage? This is the another important point. My own numerous karma brings the bondage. When I identify with the instruments of action, that is body, mind and intellect, I am the doer. I have done. My body is paining. My feelings are hurt. I want to become enjoyer. I become bound by my karma. As identification of doership vanishes, enjoyership also vanishes. So we have to work on doership. If the moment we are dissolving our own identity, that we are doing his work, Narayan's work, Lord's work, Shiva's work, or Shankaracharya's work, he is doing. For example, here, who is speaking and who is listening is he. If that bhav can come, then definitely Kartutva bhav is dissolved. When Kartutva bhav is dissolved, automatically Bhoktritva bhav also vanishes. Body identification brings the bondage. So body identification is the problem of our all issues. Because of that comes the pairs of opposite like love, hatred, joy, sorrow, merit, demerit, pursuit, withdrawal, birth, growth, decay, death, etc. Everything. That all comes because of the body identification and attachment with that. This creates the relations. Because of the body, father, mother, friend, teacher, guru, everything. So the root cause is the body identification. Identification with Anatmani brings bondage of doership. Anatmani is what? Other than the Atman. Atman, if you are identifying with the Atman, no bondage. If you are identifying with the Anatmani, that is the body, mind, intellect, it is bondage. I become individual with the duties to perform and goals to achieve. 4 goals of marriage to achieve are dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Negation of not self and all its qualities are essential. It is most important that all the things, whatever are the qualities, etc., and that is what Nirvana Shatakam is going to. I am not gross body, that is Sthula Sharira. I am not subtle body, that is a Sukshma Sharira. I have no likes, I have no dislikes. Walking, talking, seeing, feeling, individuality presides over the senses, mind, and enjoys the sense objects. The moment we have the body identification, all these things are, I'm going too fast, I know, I'm sorry, but then time is the respect. Subtle body expresses through the gross body. Very important point, mind you. Our subtle body, that is mind, impulses, emotions, are expressing through the body. I'm raising my hands. I'm speaking through the voice. This is the gross body. But at the inner level, that is the subtle body which is instructing it to do it and all. Gross body experiences through the subtle body. So when I'm connecting or whatever is happening, gross body is connecting to the external objects, and its processing is happening at the subtle body level. At the beginning, Bhagavan Shankaracharya negates subtle body. At the intellect, we experience sense of doership. Mind is a sense of being instrument. The ego identifies with three aspects of the mind. Feeling, that is mana, buddhi, chitta. That is feeling, determination and memory. And owns as my memory, my determination, my feeling. I am hurt, I am happy, I am thirsty, I am good, like that. We must contemplate. So with that, let us come to the first shloka. You have the script in your phone. If you don't have, I am unable to put both projections of the, one copy I have got, if I can share with you. Take it if you want to take it. I have kept the English script because my computer was giving me the challenge to amateur. Those who have the telephone or in which they have received, please you can go through it. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham na cha shrotra jive na cha grahana netre na cha vyoma bhumi na tejo na vayu chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. I am not going with a sort of lyrical and beautiful composition. I can sing, but at the moment I would like to respectfully keep it for Pujya Swami Brahmananji, because we are going to listen to him. So man is feeling and mind, buddhi is determination, ahankar is ego, chitta is memory, shrotra is ears, jivve is a tongue, grahana is smelling sense, netra is eyes, vyoma is the space, bhumi is earth, tej is fire, vayu is air. I am indeed not the mind, intellect, ego or memory. That is antakaran, the subtle body. Nor am I the ear, tongue, nose, eyes, the gross body. Nor the space, earth, fire, air, water. That is elements, 5 elements. I am pure knowledge and bliss. I am Shiva, Shivoham, Shivoham. So this is the first part where we have to negate while reflecting or in our meditation that I am not the subtle body, all these elements. I am not the gross body elements. I am not the 5 elements. Because ultimately those 5 elements are making our own body, subtle body and gross body. We all have studied in Tattva Bodha as well as in the advanced Vedanta also, which is called the Panchikarana. Now comes the second sloka. न च प्राण संज्ञो न वै पंच वायु न वा सप्त धातुर न वा पंचकोशः न वाक् पाणिपादम न चोपस्थ पायु चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम. Can anyone, okay, you can look at the screen also. Can anyone say what is sapta dhatu? I was, till the time I was studying about it, I was constantly struggling to know what is sapta dhatu. Let us try to understand sapta dhatu, because panch pran we know pranaya nama, apanaya nama, vyanaya nama, udanaya nama, samanaya nama. But what is sapta dhatu? Sapta dhatu is skin, flesh, fat, blood, muscle, bone and marrow. These are the sapta dhatu. Panchakosha, 5 sheets, annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vignanmaya kosha, anandamaya kosha, all these kosha. Vak, jiva, that is tongue. Pani, hands, pani. And pada, feet. Chopastha, genital organs, both reproductive and utsarga. I am indeed not the prana, that is 5 vital air, nor the 7 material components of the body, and surely the 5 sheaths or organs of speech, hand or leg, and not the genital organ, nor the anus. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. न मे द्वेष रागव न मे लोभ मोह मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्य भाव न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम. Dvesh, Now here is a beautiful Shadaripu. How many of you know Shadaripu? Raga, Dvesha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Which come from where? Body identifications, etc. So in the first, subtle and gross body are already negated. In the second, we had also the further processing of it. Here, because of which I am not, because that attachment are bringing all this. Dvesh, dislikes. Rag, likes. Greed, lobha. Mada, delusion. Matsarya, jealousy. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. I have neither dislikes nor likes, neither greed nor delusion, neither pride nor jealousy. I have no duty to perform nor any wealth to acquire. I have no craving for pleasure and self is never bound. So I have no desire for liberation. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. Na punyam, na papam, na sokyam, na dukkham, na mantro, na tirtham, na veda, na yagna. Aham bhojanam naiva bhojyam na bhokta. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. Punya, the sort of good deeds. Papa, demerits. Saukyam, pleasure. Dukkham, pain. Mantra, sacred chants. Tirtham, holy places. Veda. Yagna, the sacrifice, ahutis. Bhojanam, act of enjoying. Here, bhojanam is a symbolic in that way that whatever we are trying to enjoy. Bhokta, the enjoyer. I have neither virtue nor vice, pleasure nor pain, sacred chants, nor pilgrimage, the scriptures, nor the sacrificial rituals. I am neither the act of enjoying, nor the enjoyable object, nor the enjoyer. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivam. So the point is that in the 6 step by step, how we have to negate. But at the same time assert also after every stanza that this I am not, but I am Shivoham. This I am not, Shivoham. This I am not, Shivoham. Like that we move forward. न मे मृत्यु शंका न मे जाति भेद पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बंधु न मित्र गुरुर नैव शिष्य चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम. Mrityu, we know all, the cessation of the life. Jati bheda, caste distinction. And it is mrityu shanka. Shanka is a fear of death. Mata, janma. If you remember, body identification, bondage, and mata, pita, janma, mrityu, all. I have no fear of death, nor have any distinction of caste. I have neither father nor mother, birth nor relation nor friend. For me, there is no guru, no disciple. The Chidananda Rupa Shivam Shivam. So that Atman, that particular Atman, because Anatma Bhav, from there we are transcending towards the Atman. And that Bhav is that I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. Neti, neti, neti. So now comes a positive assertion. Up to now, neti, neti was there. Now the positive assertion comes in the conclusion. Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupaha vibhurvyapya sarvatra sarvendriyanam sadame samatvam na muktir na bandha chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. Nirvikalpa, without any thought. Nirakara rupa, which has no form. Vibhur, very mighty. Vyapya, pervading. Sarvatra, everywhere, like space. Sarvendriyanam, in every senses. Sada, always. Samatvam, always in equipoise. Mukti, liberation, and bandhan, bondage. I am devoid of dualities and am formless. I exist everywhere, pervading all the senses. I am always the same. And I have neither freedom nor bondage. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivom. So broadly, from the gross, subtle, other aspects, Shadaripu, the relations, bondages, we have to transcend towards the one Vibhur Vyapi Sarvatra Sarvendriyana. Shivoham Shivam. Now we will listen to it. We will all, along with that, we will meditate for a few minutes. Okay. We can keep very little light if you want to reduce the lights. Okay. All sit erect, straight. Your back should be straight, feet on the ground, firm, no movement. Gently close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale gently. Slowly keep on inhaling and exhaling. Like Swamiji, I'll also try to say. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Focus on your feet and just tell them in the mind, I am relaxing, I am feeling good. Inhale, relax. Come to the ankle and calf muscles. Focus on it. Relax it gently and feel comfortable. Inhale, relax. Inhale, relax. Come to the knee and thighs. Gently allow them to relax and feel comfortable with the gentle inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, relax. Come to the abdominal part. Allow it to relax, feel comfortable. Come to the sit on which you are sitting, your buttocks, and relax it. Inhale, relax. Gradually come to the stomach. Keep it gentle, soft. Feel. Inhale, relax. Come to the chest and the heart and focus on it and let it relax. Come to the back of the body, right from lump sacral to the shoulders, and relax yourself gradually with inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, relax. Come to the right hand, right from the shoulder, forearm, rear arm, armpit, and fingers, wrist. Let it be relaxed. Then, with the inhalation, come to the left hand with shoulder, rear arm, armpit, elbow, forearm, index, wrist, palm, finger, toe. Just relax. Come to the chin, neck, cheeks, ears, and feel relaxed. Come to the forehead and temple. Feel relaxed. Loosen all your muscles. Feel relaxed. Come to the head, rear part of the head, and feel relaxed. Now you focus in the middle between the two eyebrows and visualize the light, beautiful light, glowing and entering to the body and cleansing our every part of the body and relaxing. It is passing through like a flash. Every part of the body is feeling light, bright and better. It is feeling much charged and better. It is blessing us. That light is taking away all the pain points, all the anxieties, all the sadness. It is giving us energy. It is beautiful light. With this, we are focusing and we are trying to listen. Keep listening.
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानि नाहम् न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 सदा चिन्मयोऽहं सदा सच्चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 सदा चिन्मयोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ मदो नैव मेनैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थो न वेदा न यज्ञाः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सदा चिन्मयोऽहं शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सदा चिद्घनोऽहं सदा सच्चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् अहं निरुविकल्पो निराकाररूपः विभुर्व्याप्य सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सदा चिन्मयोऽहं सदा सच्चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 सदा चिद्घनोऽहं शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
At the right time, whenever you feel, gently rub your palm and gently open your eyes. Our highest prostrations at the feet of Bhagat Pad Adi Shankaracharya, and thank you all for giving me this beautiful opportunity to learn about Bhagwan. And it was wonderful experience for me also to go through the learning and sharing with you. Thank you.
First and foremost, my humble apologies for bringing you back to this from the beautiful meditative state that we were all in. And thank you, Mukesh Bhai, for taking us and showing us a glimpse of that Chidananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. We will now have the Shankaracharya ji's Aarti. The text has been shared, I think, on the group with all of you in the Prakash Zone Committee group. Please share with people around you if they don't have it. The tune is the same as Chinmaya Aarti. So we'll all sing the Aarti and one by one do the Aarti.
आरती श्री शंकराचार्य की, जगत गुरु श्री भगवत पाद की। आरती शंकर की। श्रुति पुराण स्मृति विद्यानिधि की, ब्रह्मानिष्ट स्वानंद रमण की। करुणालय मानव हरत की। आरती श्री शंकराचार्य की। आरती शंकर की। वेद धर्म गौरक्षक की। श्रुति अद्वैत तत्व बोध की। शोभा श्री सर्वज्ञ पीठ की। आरती श्री शंकराचार्य की। आरती शंकर की। चतुर्दिशा मठ स्थापक श्री की। भक्तवर्य ईश्वर स्तुति की। निर्बोधि स्वरूप की। आरती श्री शंकराचार्य की। आरती शंकर की। आरती शंकर की। आरती शंकर की। न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं, नेमा विद्युतो भाति कुतोऽयमग्निः। तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वं, तस्यं भासात् सर्व इदं विभाति। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।
I call upon our President, Chinmay Prakash Zone, Shri Pankaj Bhai Vakil, to please come forth and give a vote of thanks.
Hari Om, everybody. Heartfelt gratitudes to one and all. Well, what a class we had today. I relived my history class, and then it was followed by my basic Vedanta, the advanced Vedanta, and all the Swamiji's teachings were done today in just 1.5 hours by Mukesh Bhai. And I'm sure all those who have heard Swamiji, they must have recapsuled this in this 1.5 hours. Amazing, Mukesh Bhai. Thank you very much. We extend our sincere appreciation to Mukesh Bhai for his enlightening explanation of Nirvana Shatakam. Your insightful commentary has deepened our understanding of Adi Shankaracharya's profound teachings. Our thanks also to Jayshree Iyer ji and Swati Vakil for beautifully chanting the slokas, filling the atmosphere with spiritual energy. To all present, we express our gratitude for your participation and enthusiasm. Your presence has enriched this celebration of Adi Shankaracharya's legacy. Thank you all for making this event memorable. Hari Om.
Just for your information, 3 books which helped me to prepare the slides are, for your information, and you all can go through it, they are so beautiful. One is Adi Shankara to infinite. And Guruji's own beautiful, small but wonderful commentary, Nirvana Shakti. So all the small,
Content.
small tips I got it from him. And I just try to bring them on this. Thank you. Guruji.
Tejo man.